How's it going, guys? My name is Tavarish, and today I am doing another video on the SL55. Now, the SL55 isn't actually going to be in this video at all because I'm thousands of miles away from home and I am in Budapest. And a few of you are going to have a question about what I'm doing here, and it's to check out my new to me, transmission. Also, it has a little something to do with that thing. So I'm in the junkyard slash playground slash mad scientist laboratory of this guy right here. You guys have seen his videos. His name is Amon Oliver. So you've seen his drifting antics on Car Throttle and all over YouTube and also Facebook. You had that one video, the S-Class or a CL or something, and you had a manual transmission just kind of drifting around, and yeah, got like millions of views in a day. It was nuts. What you guys might not know is that he actually makes the manual transmission conversions for basically any Mercedes engine, any modern Mercedes engine. So M120s, M113s, M112s. Yeah, he makes those, and he makes them to last because he has really good quality parts. When did you start making the transmission conversions?
When we had the problem that the M120 didn't came with the manual transmission, so we had to make one for ourselves, and everything started here or there.
So what transmission do you use? Like I ordered a kit from you, so what transmission would you use for that, for the M113K?
Well, the housing is BMW almost all the time. Yeah. The internals are basically custom made.
Okay, wow.
So I use different setups for the race car and use different for street cars.
Yeah, because in the race car you have more like a dog box, right?
Yeah,
straight cut gears. That's that's insane. But what we're going to do now is we're going to look at a project car that he has, and it is that CLK?
Yes.
Yeah, CLK 55, and those came naturally aspirated from the factory, but right now that has a what engine does it have, like from an SL or CL55?
Yes, the same.
Okay,
that
yeah.
You have.
So the same engine that I have, the M113K, the compressor, the supercharged 5.4 liter, making a ton of power. I believe you said it makes like 630 horsepower.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's insane. So we're going to take a look at that. That's all taken apart, and that's basically what my setup's going to look like. So let's get a sneak peek of that. Here is the gearbox right here on the ground. So tell me what you do. I can already see that we have a bell housing that is custom because you can see the welds right here. So what do you do?
This is a M5 housing.
Okay.
From the
E39.
39.
Yeah.
Yes. And fully custom interiors, almost the same as in the race car. So it has straight cut gears. And now it has 5 gears, but later we will put another, so it will be 6.
So you basically just use the housing and then just put your own internals in there. So how hard is it? Do you put the transmission on a lathe or anything like that? Like how do you make a perfect cut?
Well, we have tools for this, so I can't describe this now, but yeah, we have to cut it very
precisely?
Yes.
One reason why I like the BMW gearbox idea is because I'm not sure if it's on this one, but on the gearbox that you're likely going to use for my car, that is the 530 diesel gearbox from an E60. They have a remote shifter, and basically you can put the shifter right here and you can cut it to length and wherever you want. So that's really important to me.
I have a gearbox here.
Okay, so this would be the gearbox from the 530D, and it's also very similar to the gearbox the gearbox in a M5 E60. I know that the housing is generally the same, but they also have slightly different internals, slightly different gear sets, but they can handle a lot of power. So Yeah, this is likely going to be the transmission or a type of transmission going into my car, and I'm very excited.
This is now for the V12 engine.
So this would be for an M120.
Yes.
Another really important part is the clutch, and this clutch is basically all custom. This is a triple disc clutch, correct?
Yes.
So I'm gonna get a dual disc clutch, a 2-disc clutch, and the difference is that it can hold a lot more clamping force. I think you're running a lot more power than I will, but I also want something that I can drive basically every day. So this is something that, you know, basically makes that a lot easier. So this is a Quartermaster. This is all, yeah, it looks like it's just turned aluminum. And do you know how much power this can hold?
Over 1,000 Newton meters, so it should be enough.
Yeah, it's a lot of power.
Will you change your exhaust?
Yeah. So I'm gonna be changing the exhaust. So I think I'm gonna get the headers and all that.
You need it for the power, because the original one is very tight.
Yeah, mine already broke. I have welds on the catalytic converter, and they just broke.
Okay.
So yeah, I have a really big hole in my exhaust right now. Actually, take a look at this. This is that remote shifter that I was talking about, and I see that you've already modified it to fit, and it actually fits. Looks like it fits pretty well here.
Yes, it's double modified, because you can see there is another one like this welded on the top.
Okay.
To have it in the right place.
I think the SL has a little bit more room here. I think the CLK is a little smaller, but it should be a lot of fun. I can't wait. This is it's going to be a lot of fun. We're just going to take a look around your awesome race car, and I think that's going to be it. All right, so this is your race car. You are a drifter, and this is not just any C-Class that you can get from the factory. Can you tell us a little bit about what makes this car special?
So it has the V12 engine from the S-Class, from the 19s, and we put it back because of the weight, because this is a very heavy engine. Now we have a turbo in the back, and a water intercooler in the back as well, and custom-made dog box, straight cut transmission, and almost everything is custom-made here. So this is a full custom body kit. So only this exists in the world.
So in order to put that M120 in there, you had to move the firewall and everything back.
Yes.
And this is crazy. So you can see these are the pipes coming off the, is that the exhaust or the intake? Intake.
Yes.
Okay, and that goes into a air to water intercooler right there, and all the vents right here. You see there's vents on the top of the hood. These are not Fast and the Furious vents. These are not vents that you put on from AutoZone. They're actually functional. So what they do, shout out to Car Throttle by the way, is they go down here, and first of all they cool this compartment with that massive Borg-Warner turbo, and then that goes into the trunk area, and the trunk has a bunch of other goodies in it. It's kind of really cool back there as well. Yeah, look at that. So there's a vent right there, and that goes into the radiator. That's for the air to water intercooler, and also the oil cooler. I guess that's for, oh no,
this is for the fuel.
That's for the fuel. It's a fuel cooler. Yeah, I guess fuel would get kind of hot.
Yeah.
Wow. And this is all custom. This is sort of all DIY. I love this stuff, man. And I mean, for a drift car, it's really, I mean, this goes to your driving abilities, but it's not banged up. Like, I'm looking at the frame rails; they're all straight. It's not a lot of drift cars that that have this sort of bodywork. How much time do you think you've spent on building this?
Years, because we started building this about 4 or 5 years ago, but it all started as a NA setup. So we had really big problems with the front suspension because the engine is too big, so we couldn't fit the right
the subframe,
yes,
sway bars. Yeah.
yes, and everything. So it's a long way.
Oh yeah. It should be a bit of fun. Check that out. Custom air to water intercooler. You have a dot box manual here, and as always, that's the drift lever. This thing is insane. All right, guys, that was a lot of fun. I love this place. I'm in love with this city, and also the fact that you can have this this kind of junkyard and playground all in one, just kind of nestled in a very, very metropolitan, very busy city. But right now it is getting dark. I'm rambling, and there's a race car behind me, and just so I don't steal the keys from him, I'm just gonna get out of here. If you like this video, consider subscribing. You can hit that little subscribe button or the little button next to the subscribe button. That is the notification button, and that will make you part of my notification squad. If you'd like to contact me, you can do so by hitting me up at The Real Tavarish. That is Instagram and Twitter. Facebook.com/AskTavarish and AskTavarish@gmail.com is my email, and I'm easy to find, and you can ask me basically anything. So until next time, just as Aman over here has all these cars to repair and modify and make awesome, you guys need to wrench every day.